Meet the most dedicated and hardworking employee at this local Starbucks, Sam Dawson, a man who wears his autism with pride and never lets it hamper his zest for life. One regular morning, he gets a call from the hospital. He's about to become a father. Sam runs through the streets of New York to reach the hospital. There, he finds Rebecca, the mother of his soon-to-be daughter, squirming in pain. He tries to help, but gets pushed aside. Soon, the nurses introduce him to the perfect infant girl. In that moment, he knows instantly he'll do anything for her. A die-hard fan of the Beatles, Sam names her Lucy Diamond Dawson after the famous song. Rebecca, in contrast, is not too happy with the birth of their daughter. While leaving the hospital, Sam holds Lucy tightly and runs to catch the bus that will take them home. Seeing this, Rebecca changes her path and disappears into the crowd. She and Sam were never in an actual relationship. She explicitly did not sign up for motherhood. Sam calls out for her, but it's no use. Abandoned with his daughter, he stands there helpless as the bus doors shut. Despite his condition, Sam is trying his best to be the father his child deserves. He wakes up in the middle of the night to change her, making a diaper from a huge cloth and badge pins. He goes to Target to buy diapers, formula, and other baby essentials, even if the size of the place makes him feel lost. Sam is trying hard, but despite that, Lucy keeps crying all day long and barely sleeps. Hearing the loud cries of the baby, Sam's neighbor Annie offers to help him out. She tells him that babies need to be fed every 2 hours. To help him keep track of time, she asks him to keep Nickelodeon on TV and gives him a feeding guide according to the shows. Consumed by fatherhood, Sam forgets about the other parts of his life. His friends, Brad, Robert, Joe, and Ifty, are all supportive, coming over and spending time with the father-daughter duo. They play with Lucy and help distract Sam from his exhausting duties. Days keep passing and Lucy keeps getting bigger. Unable to take her to work with him, Sam asks Annie to babysit. Reluctant at first but unable to resist Lucy's sweet eyes, Annie agrees. Lucy grows into a smart and inquisitive young girl, often asking questions that Sam has no proper answer to. Sometimes, she questions Sam about her mother, which he has no choice but to evade. Rebecca, who was homeless at the time, explicitly told Sam shortly after Lucy's birth that she never wanted a child with him, just a bed to sleep in, which went horribly wrong. Lucy knows her father is different from others, and she counts herself lucky for it. Her daddy comes with her to the park, unlike the other daddies. The two share a beautiful bond. They enjoy silly breakfasts together at IHOP on Wednesdays, have pillow fights, play on the swings, and read Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. As Lucy is starting school, Sam and his friends take her shoe shopping. Due to Sam's lack of a steady income, he's unable to pay the whole bill. Mindful of that, his friends don't hesitate to pitch in as much as they can to help him out. The gang walks out of the shop happy and with balloons. Despite her age, Lucy's family situation means she has to be the mature one most of the time. She cooperates with her father and doesn't argue with him. She requests to be taken to Bob's Big Boy for burgers instead of IHOP on Wednesday, but seeing his reluctance to change, she allows their routine to remain stable and comfortable for him. Sam is a very supportive and understanding father. During a presentation at school, he distracts the class while Lucy forgets her speech. However, seeing that not all parents are as supportive as him, he tells Lucy to befriend a boy named Connor. Connor is a mean boy, creeped out by Sam, and calls him a slur. Not long after that, Lucy is given a new book from school to read. She asks Sam for help, but it's too hard for him. She ends up helping him with a few words, after which she suggests they go back to reading Green Eggs and Ham. One day, as Sam is sitting at a restaurant trying to find a word in the International House of Pancakes quiz to impress Lucy, he's approached by a sex worker. The two have a pleasant conversation as Sam sees no reason not to befriend the friendly woman. The incident leads to him being brought into the police station, where a caseworker from the Department of Child and Family Services notices him. She's concerned about his daughter's well-being and suspects he's not fit to be a parent. Sam is soon called to school by Lucy's principal. The woman shows him a drawing made by Lucy, which depicts the girl dwarfing the tiny figure of her father. She informs him that Lucy has been holding herself back in class to maintain the same mental capacity as her father. At 7 years of age, this deeply saddens Sam, and later that night he insists that Lucy read the book in hard English for him. Lucy refuses, saying she doesn't want to read anything her daddy can't read. Sam tells her that seeing her do makes him happy. In the end, she reads the book out loud to him. The next Wednesday, the duo decides to go to Bob's Big Boy instead of IHOP. Lucy is thrilled and immediately knows her order, but Sam is persistent that he wants French pancakes, with fruit topping on the side, the food he used to order at the other restaurant. When the waitress informs him they don't serve those pancakes, he gets agitated and starts to yell. Lucy is scared to see him like this. The waitress calms him down by promising to check with the chef. Lucy slowly starts getting embarrassed by her father. Sam plans a surprise party for Lucy's birthday and invites her friends, including Connor and his father. While they're waiting for Lucy, Margaret Calgrove from the Department of Child and Family Services pays them a visit. Sam gets into an argument with Connor, which turns physical when Connor's father pushes Sam away from his child. In a fit of anger, Connor blurts out that Lucy has told all her friends she's adopted and that Sam is not her real father. Seeing the chaos and Sam's treatment of Connor, Margaret decides Lucy is no longer safe with him. She takes Lucy into custody and informs Sam that any further discussion must be held with a judge. The judge tells Sam that from now on, he'll be allowed to meet Lucy 2 times a week for 2 hours only until his case is heard by the court. Sam has a breakdown and starts yelling, demanding to take Lucy home, but is ignored and asked to leave. Sam's friends suggest he get a lawyer and give him an ad from the Yellow Pages. He follows their advice and reaches the office of one Rita Harrison. She's a short-tempered, impatient woman who struggles to juggle being a good lawyer and a good mom. Sam tells her about Lucy and tries to show her pictures. She refuses to take his case, knowing he can't afford her fees, but tells him to leave his number as she has a friend who takes such cases. Sam requests his boss for a promotion to make coffee so he can earn more for a good lawyer, but his boss is reluctant. Sam tracks down Rita at an office party and asks if she's contacted her friend yet. Rita brushes him off but tells her colleagues he's her pro bono case to save face. Everyone laughs, knowing how Rita truly is. Meanwhile, it's time for Sam and Lucy's first monitored visit. Sam is running late, but Lucy refuses to leave without him. An hour and 45 minutes into the 2-hour window, she sees him running towards her. They sit together, and Sam tells Lucy about Rita. She feels guilty for what she did and says she would never want any other daddy but Sam. He tells her she has nothing to be sorry about and promises to buy an answering machine so she can send him messages. Sam receives a letter from the court addressed to his lawyer and drops by Rita's office. She tries to ignore him, but seeing her colleagues gossip, she takes his case for free to prove them wrong. The letter demands Sam appear for a court-mandated psych evaluation that same day at 3 p.m. Seeing the lack of time, Rita offers him a ride in her car. Sam doesn't care much for psychologists as he's seen too many as a child. He gets stressed as the shrink questions him about Lucy and becomes too paranoid to answer properly. As Rita prepares for court, she tries to gather witnesses of Sam's character as a father. Though his friends are supportive, none offer testimony strong enough for a judge. She storms into Starbucks, demanding Sam get someone who can vouch for his fatherhood. He decides to ask Annie, but as she suffers from acute agoraphobia, she refuses, afraid it would only make things worse. The court date arrives and all of Sam's friends attend in support. The psychologist testifies that Sam confessed to being confused as a parent and to making huge mistakes. The Department of Child and Family Services uses this against him, but Rita steps in and drills the shrink with questions until she cries. Though sad about making her cry, Sam is grateful for Rita's help. He offers to buy her lunch, but she tells him he doesn't need to pretend to be mature, which hurts him. He wants his lawyer to believe in him. During one visit, Lucy asks Sam to take her to the park, but she refuses to get off the bus, wanting to run away with him. Thankfully, he knows this is wrong and returns her to the foster home. Though, it's 3 a.m., Lucy's caseworker is furious, but Rita pleads for compassion. The next day, it's Lucy's turn to testify. Willing to do anything to return to her father, she perjures herself. Sam wants her back, too, but not if it means lying. He prays for her every night. Seeing his desperation, Annie overcomes her, fears and comes to court, testifying for Sam. Though her statement is undermined by questions about her own father, she stands her ground. Afterward, Sam and Rita take Annie home, then head to Rita's house where they find Willie, her lonely son, watching movies. Rita and Sam practice his testimony all night, bonding over parenting. She lends him one of her husband's suits for court. On the big day, Sam finally gets a promotion at Starbucks, but a blender mishap ruins his suit and makes him late. Still, he answers questions properly in court as practiced. He talks about his past and being institutionalized, getting flustered, and confessing he can't give Lucy everything she deserves. Saying goodbye, Lucy and Sam refuse to break apart. Lucy is hostile toward her foster family but warms up over time. Sam shuts himself off, missing visits. Rita kicks down his door and pleads to help him. He breaks down, believing he's not perfect like her. Rita confesses her own struggles, her crumbling marriage, isolation, and a son who resents her. They cry together. Sam takes extra jobs, reconnects with Lucy, and apologizes for missing visits. At his next evaluation, Rita lists his improvements, only for Margaret to reveal the foster family wants adoption. Sam breaks down. Rita suggests joint custody, making him feel betrayed. She comforts him with a dark joke about marriage, and they share a laugh. Sam moves into an apartment near Lucy's, and their bond deepens. One night, Lucy sneaks out to visit him. Delighted, he returns her home, and their visits become frequent. The foster mother, Randy, grows distant. Eventually, Randy shows up at Sam's with sleeping Lucy in her arms, crying. She admits she could never give Lucy the love Sam can and promises to support him in court. Sam, in turn, tells her he always wanted Lucy to have a mother, hoping she could be that person. Touched, Randy accepts. Sam finally regains full custody. Lucy is loved, adored, and thriving. The story ends at Lucy's soccer match, attended by Sam, Randy, and her husband, Rita, Willie, and all of Sam's friends.